Okay, we're recording on everything.
Ooh.
This is good.
That was fun.
Mm-hmm.
That was a good one.
It was good. I liked it.
Okay.
One
That's disgusting.
Nice.
I kind of have a feeling like I'm not done, but I told you the burps weren't over.
I love it. More burps.
More burps. Double the burps.
Mommy, more burps.
What? Mommy, more burps. Is that a thing I don't know about?
No, it's not. I just created that.
You just said it.
Yeah. I'm sorry.
No, never apologize for mommy more burps. I don't know really what it means. I like it a lot.
Yeah.
Mommy more burps.
There. Yes.
Ask and you shall receive.
Yeah. Queen shit.
Queen shit. Mommy more burps. Hey everybody, welcome back to the MiscELENAeous podcast. I'm your host, Elena. Woo!
Yes.
Thank you. I don't get enough applause, I'd say.
I feel like that's something that we all need more of is applause.
Do, yeah.
Also gold stars.
Gold stars, remember the dopamine thing.
Mm-hmm,
yeah, it just keeps the people going, really. Yeah. Anyway, guys, I went to Stagecoach.
Nice.
I know. Is it nice?
I mean, I've never been. I've heard about it only because of like Bachelor Nation, where like half the people that were on the show were just like, I'm gonna hook up with the person I didn't go on the show with. So.
Yeah, it really is like honestly, that's what I think of for Stagecoach. It's just like it just seems like it was created for like the people from The Bachelor to like go and hang out with other people from The Bachelor.
How long?
And then do it. How
long has Stagecoach been around? Do you know off the top of your head?
Not off the top of my head. I feel like it's new-ish though. Except what? Really? No, that can't be right.
What does it say?
That can't be. Maybe I need to add a word. I'm gonna add a word. Music festival.
Oh, did it look up like a stagecoach, like a wagon?
Yeah, it was like 1858, and I was like, I don't think so. I do not think so.
Amazing.
2007.
Okay, so I mean, fairly
newish-y, but that also isn't new. 2007 was kind of a long time ago.
It is a long time ago.
I graduated high school in 2008.
Crazy.
Yeah, so that was a long time ago.
Yeah.
So how long has Coachella been around? Because Coachella was like the original thing, and then they were like, hey, let's do a country spin-off.
Mm-hmm.
Let's get the rednecks to California.
Yeehaw.
Yeehaw. And then here I am in California for Stagecoach. They got what they wanted.
Yeah. They said we want Elena.
They said we want Elena.
Yeah.
And finally, since 1858, they've been dying for this shit, and I finally showed up. But yeah, it was a very last minute trip. We literally booked the trip on a Friday, and we're there like the next Friday. So, and for Stagecoach, I feel like that's a really quick turnaround because that's kind of a big to do, and everybody's like all with their outfits and like, you know, you got to find somewhere to stay and, you know, all the things. It's just a lot. So anyway, Teddy and I, my best friend Teddy, our friend Caitlin Butts is a musician. She's been on the podcast before. I talk about her all the time. If you follow me on Instagram, which you should, you see me post about her. She's really great. Anyway, this is her first Stagecoach performance, and we had just seen her at that Two-Step In festival. Oh, yeah, we've talked about her. Yeah. Guys, y'all know exactly who I'm talking about.
Yep.
And then she came in town for that private show, and I guess that night, her and Teddy had talked about the fact that she had Stagecoach tickets, and I think it's a big thing to do to like go to Stagecoach. And then also we kind of assumed like it's your first Stagecoach performance. Like
it's huge.
You probably have like friends and family and like your husband and like there might be like more people coming in to see it than just any other like regular show. So we didn't like ask her for tickets or anything. And so it just came up that night that she had like no one was coming. Like no additional people other than crew were coming. And so she had like 10 guest artist passes, and we were like, well, we were like nothing because I was unaware. So Teddy and her were just blah, 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 talking about it. And then Teddy waited a whole 24 hours before she just casually mentioned it. Like, there were so many little things that had to happen for even us to be able to go to Stagecoach, which is so funny because we would have definitely had to go to Two-Step In, which we, not that we weren't, but we kind of maybe weren't. And then would have had to have like gone to Caitlin's show, had to have had her band park at my house. Like, all of these little things had to have happened for it just to like work out. And then I last minute decided to like go to Teddy's house, even though I should have been like working or something one afternoon when she brought it up. And I was like, bitch, what? Like, I was on Google Flights like immediately. Like, immediately. I'm like, we have free Stagecoach tickets to see like one of our best friends like do a huge thing.
Heck,
and I try really hard not to miss Caitlin Butts's huge things. I missed her Grand Ole Opry debut, which sucks. But
that's really cool.
That's really cool.
If you aren't aware, but like the Grand Ole Opry is like, if you're in country music, I mean, that's like the pinnacle.
Yeah, that's like it. You know, there are definitely like venues and things that it kind of reminds me of like, it's a silly like comparison, but like in Big Brother, like you want to get to the next step. Like you obviously want to get to the end. That's the main goal, but you kind of break it down to like, okay, I want to make sure I get through this, and then I want to do I want to make it halfway, and then I want to get to jury, whatever the levels are. And so it's like, I know there are a lot of these venues that are on these artists, like Green Hall and Kane's Ballroom and Billy Bob's. And so anyway, I've been at her Billy Bob's thing, but like Grand Ole Opry is like huge. That's like an honor.
Yeah,
an honor.
it is.
And anyway, so I was so excited to get to see her do this, and she ended up playing twice in the same day. One on the main stage, like the main Stagecoach stage, like the main one, like the giant, biggest, like the same stage that Parker McCollum and Brooks and Dunn and Luke Bryan and like all these, like the main stage. My best friend.
That's awesome.
Played on it. Music that she wrote with her band.
Wow.
So cool. So cool. So anyways, yeah, we just like really whipped that out of our ass real quick. You know, I spent like $2,500 on Amazon to wear one. I brought one thing that I bought.
Really?
Yes. One thing.
What was that one thing?
It was the top I wore on the last day, which is like hardly a top. And I also found out later that I wore inside out all day because I really wanted to wear something like sparkly. And I got ready in the back of a van like at 8 a.m. on the lot. So I still looked hot as hell, though. I'll say that. But like, yeah, hilariously, I was not sparkly at all because I had it on inside out. But it was probably like $9 from Amazon. So I have $2,500 worth of stuff to return to Amazon.
Hey, Amazon's good with returns.
They are. I'm just not.
Yeah.
Amazon's got it locked down.
Yeah.
Elena Davies doesn't. But yeah, anyway, we just doing all the things to get ready to go to Stagecoach, and we were able to stay with the band. So like we had basically a free place to stay. Flights were reasonable. I don't actually know what reasonable is anymore.
I don't either. I figure most flights, if you get them good, like in far enough advance, you can be like $300 to $400. But if it's like a quick turnaround, I mean, they'll be like $800 and up.
See, we got them for like, I want to say a little under $700.
Okay.
Yeah. And we flew into Palm Springs.
Okay.
We flew into Palm Springs.
Hey.
We flew into Palm Springs. We didn't fly into LA and like drive 3 hours or whatever. I don't know.
Don't have time for it.
We don't have time for that shit. Not in a last minute situation. Yeah. So anyway, just couldn't miss the opportunity. And of course, I had like 5 business days of stress to like prepare to do this because I'm like, shit, okay, I have to like obviously do my podcast. I have to like do my whole job, and then I have to like do my job for the time that I'm going to be gone, and then I have to pack, and I can't do that because my brain is like, hey, girl, no thanks. It seems like something that should take an hour. It takes me hours, 12 or so.
Yeah.
I don't understand it.
It's, hey, everyone has their own time at to which.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Teddy started packing. Teddy went to like a thing, had a whole event, stopped by my house, like helped me figure out outfits, pack, whatever, was there for like hours, went home, tried on all of her outfits, sent me pictures and videos, packed everything, and was in bed asleep before I was even like sort of done, and I went to bed not packed.
Oh my goodness, productive people.
I hate them. I'm like, how do you do it?
Yeah.
It's silly. Oh, God. But anyway, we made it. We fucking made it. And I gotta say, another reason I've never done Stagecoach is it always like overlaps with LJT.
Okay.
Do you know what LJT is?
I do not.
This monster.
I am.
My first post from Stagecoach, the caption was, LJT is ... different this year. And the whole comments, what's LJT? And I'm like, I can't believe all of y'all follow me and you don't know what LJT is.
LJT?
Mm-hmm. It's Larry Joe Taylor Music Festival.
Gotcha. I've heard the name. I just don't know.
And Larry Joe Taylor is a musician. Mm-hmm. And it's just Texas country, red dirt country in Stephenville on Melody Mountain Ranch. And it's like right around like end of April-ish every year. And I've been going for years, like since like 2013.
Oh, hardcore
and
fan.
Yes, big time, huge time. And that's actually how Teddy and I met. We met at Larry Joe Taylor. And now she's like my best friend, and we're traveling to California to go to Stagecoach together to see someone who I used to watch at like the Larry Joe Taylor small stage.
Wow. That's so cool.
Yeah.
That really is.
It's so cool. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's sick. That's so
like
cool.
last year we were at LJT watching her and her husband's band Flatland play main stage at Larry Joe, which is huge. That's so cool. And I want to say she was the first female headliner on the main stage at Larry Joe Taylor.
You go, girl.
Yeah, she's doing everything. Y'all really got to watch her back because she's
coming.
Oh, yeah. It's like she's about to be huge. Just wait. So anyway, it's just like a really just country, just redneck country.
Lots of hats, lots of boots.
Yeah, lots of no shirts.
Nice.
For men and women.
Got moonshine out there?
Oh, yeah. Hell yeah.
Nice.
Camping. People camp out there.
Nice.
Yeah, they bring their actual tents and camp. And then other people bring their RVs.
Cowboy coffee in the morning.
Cowboy coffee. They do their cowboy Kleenex. Just hold one nostril and blow. Hold the other nostril and blow.
It would be so interesting to know like people who have no context or clue about just
what, like weird
what
Southern
are they
shit.
Talking?
Yeah,
they're like,
yeah. I literally grew up watching my dad do the cowboy Kleenex, just walking down the street and just holding in one nostril and just blowing snot out the other one and then switching sides.
Not for me.
And I thought that was like a thing. I thought that was. Yeah. That was normalized in my life. I was like, totally. I am pretty sure there were times that I was doing it. I was like, hell yeah, brother.
Well, I used to do a thing when I was little just because like I saw a bunch of like boys do it when I was younger and I was like, this is cool. You know when you would like spit just to spit?
Yeah, just spitting.
That was like a thing. It was just like
I
all
feel
the
like
boys,
I did that too.
Yeah, like during like kickball and they would just spit and I'd be like, I'm a spit. So
yeah,
just like
just recess. Yeah. You're just like
yeah,
like why?
Why? Yeah, for what reason?
For what? Yeah, no. And then and I feel like it became a thing where you're like, see how big I could spit. Like it was like it was like a thing where you're like you wanted to impress people with how like big you could spit.
I'm so glad we had the same childhood.
Honestly, I was thinking about it the other day and I was like, how do we all have the same childhood? Because now that there's the internet, you see all these fucking memes and things and you realize like, oh shit, we all did that same weird stuff. Mm-hmm. But it's like, how? Like, is it somehow like taught like down like generationally or like, just the very overlap of age difference that people, or is it like instinctually we're all just walking down the hallway with our finger in that one crevice or like, doing all those weird, I don't know. Do kids still do the same weird shit we did?
I don't believe so. I feel like it changes. Maybe there is some overlap, but
so maybe it was just our kind of like generational, like like we all grew up the same.
Yeah.
It just, that was what was on and popping at the time.
Yeah, I have no idea. Spitting, yes.
And then look at us now swallowing.
Oh my gosh. But yeah, no, I mean, it's
so you spit, huh?
Yeah. You know. But yeah, no, it's just a weird, I don't know.
It is weird. We all had the same childhood.
We did. Well, also, I think it also comes down to like locationally. So like being in Texas, I feel like there's a difference than like people living in New York or
maybe
Wyoming,
they didn't
Florida.
spit as much in New York.
No, I mean, who knows?
Who knows? I mean, I got one way to find out. Y'all let us know if you spit.
Yeah. Poll. Do you spit or swallow?
Age, sex, location, spit or swallow.
Perfect.
If you don't mind.
That's going to be my Hinge bio.
They're going to be real confused because or they're going to be like, same question. Same question, spit or swallow.
So did you have any specific like crazy thing that happened at Stagecoach or like a weird happenstance or anything that was like out of the ordinary or something really, I mean,
nothing crazy. We got in and we beat the band. So we went straight to the Airbnb, got ready, like got out to Stagecoach, met up with them, and was really just there in the evening. It was hot this year. It was like Coachella was the 2 weekends prior, and apparently it was like 20 degrees hotter this weekend, and now it's like right back to super comfortable. But still kind of chilly at night. So you're really fucked, like in every direction. I will say I'm just not a Stagecoach girly, I don't think.
Okay.
So right when I walked in, the first thing I said was, I miss LJT. LJT's big, but it's not like 200,000 people. And there are 2 stages, like a small stage and a big stage, and they don't even they don't even overlap. It's a 5-day festival.
Wow.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
It starts on a Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Yeah, I want to say it's Tuesday through Saturday.
Interesting. Do they do
or
all
maybe
day?
Wednesday through Sunday? Yeah, they start at like noon. Maybe not maybe not on like the weekday ones. They might start later in the afternoon, but there has been one year where I dead ass went like all 5 days.
Wow.
I was out there all 5 days.
Ooh.
People getting pregnant in porta potties. I mean, it is just everything you want it to be.
Yeah, I did ACL for 3, and I'd like to go back because I enjoyed it, but I honestly may just do like one day. Just do that Saturday, get in Friday, relax, have some good food, and then do all day Saturday and then be like, bye.
Yeah, like a chill breakfast, get out of there Sunday.
Yeah.
I've only done ACL like one afternoon, evening, basically.
Yeah.
And I've talked about it on the podcast. I got invited by Lizzo's assistant, and so it just worked out. And I was already in Austin, and so we basically just went like to see Lizzo and left. But I haven't. I want to do the full ACL. But here's what I'll say. This is what I realized. And Teddy had gone to Coachella twice before. This was her first Stagecoach. Teddy's also done ACL like 3 times before. And we both just did this 2-step in music festival a couple weekends ago. So Coachella is to ACL what Stagecoach is to 2-step in.
Okay.
So Coachella is like the party, blah, 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 like Beyonce, whatever, that lineup. And then the Stagecoach is their country version. Okay. So ACL, same vibe. Then they just created 2-step in, and that was, I believe, this was their first one.
Okay, cool.
So the way that ACL runs things is better than the way Coachella does things.
I've heard that. It
is just and Teddy like vouches from having way more experience from both, and me not doing Coachella but doing Stagecoach and knowing it's operationally the same. Just like ACL, just way more seamless and makes more sense. And even the difference between Stagecoach and the 2-step in thing, which was a much smaller in Georgetown, right outside of Austin, like it's first year. way better. Like watching Tyler Childers at Two Step In blew my mind. I couldn't get enough. I was like sad when we were like walking away to leave. I couldn't get out of Tyler Childers fast enough at Stagecoach.
Wow.
Just the way that the stages are, the way that like
the whole setup,
the like you can't see in the back, the even the camera work, and just how literally every little detail of it was just bad. It was just not good. Tyler Childers was on a like fairly small stage that was like enclosed in and hot as fuck. And then if you try to go outside of the like enclosure, like dome thing, you can't see. You can't see. And I just gotta say, tall men in cowboy hats really ruined the whole experience for me. I don't know why you motherfuckers have to be in the front. Be somewhere else.
Yep. Especially when they're tall. They can see like just be on the side, be in the back.
Yes, there has to be a better way because I am 5 feet tall.
Yeah.
And I'm at Stagecoach. I'm not wearing my fucking 4-inch heels. And you have on a 4-inch cowboy hat.
Yeah. It's like, get out of here. Yeah.
I don't get it. I don't get it. There has to be a better way. It's just, it was not good. It just wasn't good. Turnpike Troubadours and Tyler Childers both played in this, like, not great area. And then the way their lineup was really, really silly because while there is a bunch of different country there, the stuff in the same genre was all overlapping. So,
what
like,
do you mean?
all, like, Tyler Childers, Parker McCollum, Turnpike Troubadours, Caitlin Butts, all overlapped each other.
Oh, so like the lineup.
Yes,
so like you couldn't
the set times. Yes, and so like out of all 3 days and all the artists on all the days, they're very much so in the same genre. Like that's the same genre.
That's tough.
It within the country genre, you know? Even like Ryan Bingham being like right before that. It's like
I love Ryan Bingham. Sorry, I had to get that out.
I mean, no, he's really great, but guess what? I was not moved.
Yeah.
I was not moved by his performance. It was
his voice is unique.
It is. I like Ryan Bingham. I listen to Ryan Bingham on the way to the studio.
I think he's
like in the south side of heaven, man. He is hot. I would lick a lot of different places on him.
Same.
And I hope someone sends that clip to him just in case there's ever the opportunity.
Yeah, we're both available.
So, yeah, if you want a little 2 for 1.
Yeah.
I'm down. Would you have a threesome with me?
I mean, yeah. If it was with Ryan Bingham.
Yeah, right. Not just like any threesome.
No, yeah. But like if it was
like Ryan.
If we had an opportunity,
I mean, I'd do it for the plot.
Oh, absolutely do it for the plot. No, I wouldn't say no.
Yeah.
I mean, why would you?
Why would you?
Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't either.
Yeah.
Now we have content.
We have
a whole nother episode.
Yeah, exactly.
Just like that.
A tier list. Who would me and Elena have a threesome with?
Honestly, that would be a great content. I'll do almost anything. And there are times where I'm like, should I do that? And I'm like, it would be funny to talk about on the podcast. Like before I make a terrible decision, I like have that thought, like, don't do it, but it could be hilarious to talk about later. Anyway, it just wasn't great. It was disappointing. And then, like, generally the lineup also, I feel like they could have just done a better job. Like, we deadass didn't go on the second day. We just didn't go.
Yeah.
We didn't go.
Well, if it's not enjoyable, why waste your time?
Yeah, and it's not that we didn't, like, want to go. It was more so that, like, we were there with Caitlin and her band, and she was performing twice the next day. So, and it's dusty out there and it's hot, and so she didn't want to like have her like voice out, you know, exposed to dust, desert. I don't know. I'm not a singer. Okay. I guess I also use my voice for my job.
It is your instrument of choice.
Yeah. True.
That's interesting.
So we just like kind of fucked around Palm Springs and it was cute and had like a family band dinner and then went back to the Airbnb and like popped champagne and had like band practice. So we just got to sit there and like watch the band just, you know.
I love a good jam sesh.
I know, it's so fun. There are so many opportunities that I have that I'm like so blessed because I know There are people who just flew across there are fucking Canadians there to see Caitlin Butts play and paid however much money to be there and stay and do all the things. And corn dogs are $15. And it's just like, you know, and I'm sitting there
What's
like.
on that corn dog?
Just corn and dog. The one stick thing.
Really? Like no seasonings?
No, and you gotta ketchup and mustard. It's just everything's expensive. I will say they do have water filling stations, and that was dope.
That is nice.
So you can bring in like a Camelback or a big bottle, anything as long as it's empty.
Sweet.
Or when you buy a bottled water there, it's like in a, recyclable aluminum can thing, and you can go to the stations and like refill it. So that's nice. Like good on you. I don't know. Maybe they did that at ACL. I don't drink a lot of water.
The thing is I haven't been to ACL in a couple years, and also, I mean, a couple years ago it also was COVID, so I don't think they had. But the last time I was there, their headliners were like, it was Paul McCartney. They had Arctic Monkeys. They had Janelle Monáe. I saw Shaq in person. I saw Shawn Mendes. There was a bunch of other
hottie.
Yeah.
God.
A bunch of other just
I would also have a threesome with you with Shawn Mendes.
Sure, yeah. You know, it's interesting because, like, I have an affinity for older actor men. Some of the ones around our age, I'm like,
not your vibe, not for you.
No, yeah. I think Timothée Chalamet, he's a good actor, but I don't personally find him like,
Not for me either.
Yeah.
Not my
but
my
even
type.
Shawn Mendes, I'm like, he's close in age. He's an attractive guy. I can definitely be like, yeah, for sure. But
he's so hot.
I'm not like, Shawn Mendes.
He's like one of the prettier boys that I can get a little bit on board with, because
Nice.
I'm normally not like not my vibe either. Like I do not want you to be prettier than me or funnier than me. You can be a lot of other than me, but not those two.
Yeah. Hey.
And he is a pretty boy.
He is. No, he definitely has some very, really pretty features.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, no, I like Chris Evans, Henry Cavill. Like, I want, like, older.
You want a fucking superhero.
I do, yeah, exactly. Someone give me a superhero.
You're like, I'm a damsel. I'm in distress.
Charisma really comes... Charisma, like,
it's
it'll
everything.
give you some points, yeah.
Oh, if you're, like, charming and funny and, like, smart and clever and whatever, like, if you, like, bring something to the table, if you're talented, passionate, like, there's a lot that can make me hot and bothered, apparently.
Absolutely.
So, yeah, honestly, when I look at some of the guys that I've, like, fucked, I'm kind of like, if I just go off of that, like, if we were just playing Tinder with it, like, just going off of swipes, I'm like, girlfriend.
Yeah, I feel like I understand that as well. Because I will say, like
I'm hot. I'm really hot.
You are hot. No,
I'm
you are.
hot.
Yeah. No, like, half of my guy friends would be like, oh, my God, who's that? I'd be like, I know.
Hot.
She is.
I am not fucking guys at my caliber, I'll say.
Well, that's
I wonder how many guys fuck me that are, like, watching this, like.
They're like, oh, thanks. Yeah.
I was actually just trying to think of a guy that fucks me. I can't. I think we're good. I don't think I have anybody. And I really don't think anybody that has sex with me listens to my podcast. So,
even if they did, here's the thing. You're being objective. You're being honest.
Be cuter. I don't know what to tell you. This is your very, very subtle. Just take it and do what you can with it.
Yeah, but charisma goes a long way.
It does. Mm-hmm. It does. It really does. But yeah, it was a fun time. I just did have those complaints personally. I feel like they could have just done a better job. It's such a big area, and like, setup was weird. And honestly, like, the lineup for Sunday was bomb. It was really good. Pretty much everybody I wanted to see was Sunday. Friday was like Elle King and maybe somebody else. I think we at one point. Oh, Luke Bryan was the first night. I gotta tell you, not good. Bad.
Wow.
Terrible. Hilariously so. Like, we had a really good time at the Luke Bryan concert.
For not the right reasons.
For not the reason Luke Bryan wanted us to have a good time.
Goodness.
And I It's really bad.
So why was it bad?
Okay, so I think I learned a lot of things about Luke Bryan, and I'm not a Luke Bryan fan.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Like I know. Kick the dust up. Yeah, and then there's like sun, repeat. Whatever.
One of my college dorm mates, she's like a biggest Luke Bryan fan.
Oh, so you've been hearing that shit then?
Yeah.
So I know songs. I just don't listen to like pop country, Nashville country.
I listen to old country, to be honest. I hardly like anybody that's new except for Ryan Bingham, apparently. But
is that
I have
just
my
because
opinions.
he's hot?
Well, the thing is like I'm a huge Yellowstone girly. Freaking love Yellowstone. So he's on that, and
He is.
Mm-hmm.
Is he a character?
He is. He plays Walker.
I don't think I knew that.
Yeah. Yellowstone, really good show.
Interesting. Did you watch 1883?
Yes.
One of my friends' husbands was on it and died.
Sad.
Do you remember which one died? I feel like
there's
it's
a lot of people
I was about
that
to say
died.
I feel like it's a country western, so probably a lot of dead
1883 was okay. I have my thoughts and opinions on that. 1923 is great, and Yellowstone is great. But
didn't even know there was a 1923.
It has Harrison Ford, Helen Mirren.
Oh wow.
A bunch of other cutie patooties.
Great cast.
Great cast. Well, 1883 had Sam Elliott. It had Tim McGraw, Faith Hill. I mean,
honestly, I gotta get in on that series.
Well, so 1883 is just sad. If you just want to be sad.
I'm sad enough, TBH.
Yeah, exactly. 1883 is depressing for like reasons I understand where Taylor Sheridan, the director creator, was going. I get it, but it's too sad. 1923 is just objectively good.
Okay.
Just really, really good. And then Yellowstone's fantastic.
So Yellowstone came out, then 1883, then 1923.
Yes.
Should I watch them in that order?
No.
Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter at all.
I mean, if you start out with Yellowstone just so you understand the family and the dynamic, going to those other ones, you'll understand the like prequel to everything. But I feel like you could kind of do they connect because it's the family, but they don't connect like story.
Okay,
that's incorrect. They connect with family and they do kind of connect with story, but it's more about history. It's rather than like
specific plot line for that.
Yes.
Narrative. Okay.
And they have another one they're working on with Matthew McConaughey.
Damn, they won't quit.
It's a Taylor Sheridan cinematic universe.
I've got a lot of things to watch.
Yeah.
Hopefully I don't have
Jury Duty.
Oh my gosh, everybody's talking about Jury Duty.
Oh, it's so good.
I have to watch it.
It's so good. We binged it last night, me and my family.
Teddy and I were gonna watch Jury Duty last night, but we had started the show Beef.
Okay.
And
is that one good?
It is good.
Okay.
It is very interesting. It is very interesting. And so we started it together, and then like we just decided later, she was like, did you finish watching it? And I was like, no, did you? And she was like, no. And she's like, let's just, when we come over and eat dinner, we'll always watch it. So we were like, fuck it, let's just go back and finish Beef. So we watched 2 more episodes. I think we have 2 more episodes. That it is, I would say watch it.
Okay, cool.
I would say watch it. It is weird. It is really weird.
Nice. I like weird.
It's weird.
Cool.
But I like weird too, you know? Like I do like weird. So yeah, but Jury Duty is next on my list. It's on Amazon Prime, right?
Yes. So it's through Freevee, so you have to watch a couple ads, but it's not that bad.
Okay.
But yeah, on Amazon. I mean, it is like brilliant, like in my opinion, just how like everything is.
And I understand the premise of the show, which I feel like isn't really a spoiler if I say.
No.
There's one guy and everyone else in it are actors, but he's not aware. And so the first thing I asked when I heard that and somebody was talking about how great it was, I was like, okay, but is it awkward? Like, am I going to have like secondhand embarrassment? Like, am I going to be like uncomfortable? And they were like, no, normally I am, but it was just straight up hilarious.
It is. No, it is so well done. Also, it has another one of my favorite daddies, which is James Marsden. I love James Marsden. But anyway, yeah, no, you should definitely watch it.
I'm starting to see your type.
Yeah, it's out of my league. It's married, has girlfriend, is 40 years old.
Is an A-lister.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, don't talk about my friend like that. No one's out of your league.
Thank you. No, I agree.
You're out of everyone's league.
Well, it's great because like I know Henry Cavill likes blondes. So like
there you go.
Even if he's 50 and I'm whopping 30, I mean, would do
For sure.
all day long.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of things I would do, again, just for the plot.
And then I also love Jeff Goldblum.
Okay.
Freaking love Jeff Goldblum.
Interesting. I really just have the one celebrity crush over here.
Who's your one celebrity crush?
Andy Samberg.
Okay. I get what you like.
Daddy.
Now. You know, again, charisma points for me. Objectively, I wouldn't do, but I totally get what you mean.
Oh my God. I would
It's a good celebrity crush.
Him. It's like that. I don't feel that way about anyone else in the world.
Wow. When did your love for Andy Samberg start?
I think I've always had a little bit of an attraction or he's cute, back in his Lonely Island, SNL, kind of just his offbeat skit type things. And then right before, I actually should look and see when Brooklyn Nine-Nine came out, but I know I was getting really pretty into it. I want to say at least a couple years before Big Brother. And then when I was casting for Big Brother, when we do our interviews with the executive producers, we're on the CBS lot for 2 days in a row. We just have to sit in this big empty warehousey room with fold up tables and chairs in silence. And anytime you need to go to the bathroom, we're in there for 9 hours. And anytime you have to go to the bathroom or anything, you have to have a handler walk you out. You can't talk. You're in there with the whole potential cast. And we were allowed to get little walking breaks and have the handlers walk us around. And so they walked me onto the Brooklyn Nine-Nine lot. And I got to see part of where they film and stand in Andy Samberg's parking spot.
How fun.
I know. It was the coolest part of being on Big Brother.
I love it.
That, and I have my own gifts now.
Love it.
Stagecoach was a success, I would say. One and done. I don't know. I would have to be highly motivated to go back, I think. If another friend was playing or had really great, if somebody's here's an artist pass, get after it. If somebody needs a backup fiddle dancer or something,
ooh,
then that would be.
I could see that for you.
Right?
Backup fiddle dancer.
I just am doing the chicken dance.
That's so good.
Me and Caitlin do the chicken dance actually to pretty much every song.
It's the same as Macarena. The Macarena is the same. It goes with every song.
You can do it with every song. So, I mean, there was some weird moments where we were slow chicken dancing, but it still hit. Hit. Yeah, but I will say the one unsuccessful part of Stagecoach and this week's mishap was our travel day there, where I misplaced, but lost my luggage 3 times.
Oh no.
3 times. 3 times. 3 in one day. In a 3-hour time span. Once an hour. I have a defense for myself. I have 2. One is I'm ADHD. The second one is I never travel with a carry-on bag. I always check a big piece of luggage and then bring a backpack as my quote carry-on, put it under my seat. So we go through security and I just leave my luggage on the belt. Just put my shoes on, head out. And then we do get it. Someone was flagged me down hey, is that your pink suitcase? And I was yeah, this is humiliating. You'd think I'd learned my lesson, but then we went and got a drink at a restaurant and just walked away, left my luggage, just laying there, just there. Returned. It was there. I grabbed it, got on the plane, put my luggage in the overhead compartment, and then we landed and I walked off the plane and left my luggage in the overhead compartment and walked away for a while until I realized as Teddy's rolling her bag and she's okay, should we get an Uber? And I'm should we get my bag? Is on the plane. My bag is on the plane. God, 3 times.
That's crazy.
But traveling home, lost it 0 times.
Nice.
Our flight did get delayed, so we ended up just balling out at some kind of expensive hotel, mostly because we sort of didn't have a choice, and that's where we were getting our brunch before we waited to get on our plane, right by the airport, and yeah. So that was American Airlines mishap or possibly the weather's mishap of the week. But when I did finally travel home, I didn't lose my bag once. So.
See, you live, you learn.
You live, you learn.
You laugh, you love.
You laugh, you love. You live, you learn, you laugh.
Yep.
You eat, pray, Stagecoach.
Yep. Eat, pray, Stagecoach. I bet there's a shirt. I bet there is a shirt out there that
It
says
should. That was my Instagram caption yesterday.
Really?
Eat, pray, Stagecoach. I was like, I don't know.
That's funny.
Yeah, Beverly Hillbillies coming up.
Nice. Yeah.
Cute. Yeah. Do you have a mishap this week?
Do I have a mishap this week? No, I really don't have anything. That really sucks.
Good for you. No, that's beautiful.
Yeah.
All I have to say, wow. Yep.
That's it, folks.
That's it, folks. That's better than a lot of Luke Bryan's music.
Ooh.
All right, guys, I have to go take a nap or something. I'm still recovering. I feel like my brain is. Was this episode okay?
Yeah.
Was it weird? I feel like it was everywhere. It's very miscellaneous.
It was, but it was good. We started with Mommy More. And now we're here.
Mommy more burps. Mommy more burps. I can't. That's my favorite thing about this episode. This whole episode about my
Mommy More Burps.
my spontaneous Stagecoach, last minute artist guest experience, and Mommy More Burps really takes it for me. It's the Mommy More Burps for me. And on a Mommy More Burps note, thanks for listening. Listen to Caitlin Butts. Maybe don't listen to Luke Bryan. Or do. Listen to what you want. But please rate, review, subscribe, share. Tell your friends about me. Follow me on Instagram. Watch the YouTube. Subscribe. Just press play. And I'll see all you little cuties next Tuesday.